Righto, welcome back everyone to another video. In this one, I'm going to be answering your questions that I asked you to ask me. So let's do that. So I posted a couple different questions, I guess you could say, posts. I posted one on Instagram onto my my Instagram channel, which anyone can do. If you're not joined in that, you should. There's 250 of you that are there, which is awesome. I got a fair few comments on that one. I posted on TikTok asking for obviously just questions, ask me anything, and then I also posted on YouTube short. So we do actually have a fair few questions. I tried to do this video a fair few times. I've had a lot of requests to do this type of video, and essentially I just I try, but I don't get many questions. So this time we actually got some questions. So yeah, the channel is growing pretty well. Hopefully that stops turning off. And yeah, let's start with the YouTube short questions. So Big Mo 101, best way to progress on drops at boomers. Essentially the drops at boomers, you just basically start with whatever you're comfortable with, I guess. There's a couple smaller drops on I think it's Rodney's Run at the top during that first section where the trails are all connected. There's a couple drops on there. Maybe you could start on those ones and then work your way down at the bottom of near the midpoint of Mini Mega, where Sidewinder and Mini Mega join together before Robbo's. There's a drop after that called Drop or Not, and I think that one might be a really good starting point. It's about 4 foot, maybe 5 foot. Maybe not that big. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really measure feet, I measure in meters. But yeah, I reckon that one's a really good start point because you don't need much speed. You kind of just chill off it and you drop and progress on drops of boomers. I guess you go from that one and yeah, move your way up from there. Maybe do I'm not sure what's next after that one. Let me think about it. Anyways, what Gary B2160, this is still on YouTube, of course. What bike should I get? I don't know, it all depends what you want to ride. I really like short travel dual suspension bikes, but I'm currently on a long travel dual suspension bike. I don't know, man. I don't know. I need more of a question than that. I need to know what you want to ride. Like, do you want to ride jumps? Do you want to ride XC? Do you want to do lots of distance, or do you just want to do gravity? I don't know. You have to really just pick whatever looks cool. There's a lot of that question's kind of like Marge, you need a lot more. I need to see more to give you a proper answer. Buck's Backyard, one of the main crew on the channel. Why is he called Big Nuts? So he is referring to shredding. Let me fix that. That's so annoying. The camera keeps turning off. Anyway, Big Nuts. Who is Big Nuts is essentially the question here. Why is he called Big Nuts? So Big Nuts, let me get this straight, is Shredding MTB on YouTube and Instagram and probably TikTok as well. Shredding MTB is one of our main ride mates that rides with us, and he is a sender. We called him Big Nuts. I think it might have been Josiah that called him Big Nuts first because he would just send shit. And, he hasn't been riding for that long. I think only a few years. And he is already sending big shit. So essentially he just picks up his nuts and away he goes on any feature he sees. And he pretty much tries anything. He just, yeah, that's why we call him Big Nuts. He is a big sender and he will try shit that he's probably not ready for, but he just makes it happen. Big Nuts, Shredding MTB. You should go follow him. Ned Henderson, RR6Y. 6XY? Is that your car rego? No. How good do you think you are at riding on a scale from 1 to 10? I don't know. Maybe like jumps wise be like an 8 or 9. Like I can jump pretty much any jump. It's just confidence. I could definitely do some more of the big line jumps if I had confidence to just do them. Like I comfortably think I could do them. Same with like the Medina big hits. I comfortably know I can do those jumps. It's just a thing about confidence. Ride wise, as in speed and stuff like that, I was not too bad at racing. I did a little bit of enduro racing and I was not that far off the pros times, and I did race elite. I never won anything or anything like that, but my times were pretty good. So I don't know, maybe an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9. I don't know, that's maybe my ego's too high. Maybe you should let me know what you think. Damn, these cicadas are getting loud. I'll have to talk louder. We are well out in the bush right now, so there should be no one here. Matt A 3071. What's a good budget dual suspension bike to buy for MTB? I think a Norco site's pretty good. Merida 160 maybe. I think that's one of the more budget dual suspensions. The Rocky Mountain altitudes, I think they are, or might be. They used to be called a Thunderbolt, which I'll talk about soon. But I think they might be called an altitude, or yeah, I can't remember the names of them. But they're really chill. Price-wise, they're not too bad. Johnny Sprockets has really good deals on the Norco sites and other budget sort of entry-level bikes. I think it's a C1 Norco site. Pretty decent parts, pretty decent price. I think it's around 3,000 or 4,000. Obviously, I don't want to suggest going to Bikes Online. I mean, Bikes Online might be alright. I haven't given them enough time, and they kind of stuffed me around, so I might make a video about that. Maybe. But, you know, Norco site, Merida. I like those bikes. I think they'd be a pretty decent budget bike. So yeah. Jacob Flannery E5E. How long have you been riding for? I've been riding mountain bikes now for 3.5 years. Pretty much exactly. And filming wise 3 years. So yeah, mountain bikes about 3.5 years. BMX, probably at least 24, I'd say. Raced BMX for a long time. Did a lot of skate park riding, which is probably why I've got a lot of good pop skills and pump skills, stuff like that, and jumping skills, of course. So roughly 27 years total. I'm 30 now, as of like a couple of weeks ago, and I've been riding bikes since I was 3. That's what my parents said. I've been riding bikes since I was 3, and I started racing when I was 4. I think 4, pretty sure. Bikes and trikes 467. Do you live in Toowoomba? Yes, I do live in Toowoomba. I live on the west side of Toowoomba, about 20 minutes from Jubilee. I'm pretty close to Mount Peel, which is why I filmed quite a few videos there over time. But yeah, I do live in Toowoomba and I do like it. Hazza B MTB. Okay, I'll put that in. Sorry about that, bro. What is your first bike? So my first mountain bike was a Norco FS, but it was a different name back then. It was a 2017 Norco FS. It was a dual suspension. It had about 120, 130 in the rear, 130 in the front, and I destroyed the spokes on that bike at Stenner Street, actually. It was a 29er, real low suspension bike. I liked it. It was pretty good, but I upgraded to a Rocky Mountain Thunderbolt pretty quick, like within 3 weeks. I sold that bike, got a loan, and bought the Rocky Mountain, and I love the Rocky Mountain Thunderbolt. It was a great bike. So, final one on the YouTube shorts. It's Daniel Rides Merida. How long you been riding for? Obviously, I just answered that. 27 years, my guy. So, yeah, there you go. That is my YouTube questions. Let's move over to TikTok. We have 8 or 9 comments here. Hopefully they're not all the same. Travis on a cube. He's got heaps of emojis after his name there. I'm guessing you ride a cube. Pretty cool bike. Is Jubilee better than Stenner for jumps? No. I think Stenner's definitely better for jumps. Sort of. I mean, you know, Stenner's more of like a jump park. It's more... the double black line's more trail jumps. They're very steep. You can learn a lot of good skills there, and the rest of the park is really chill. Mostly good sized jumps, you know. They're very good for training, practicing. You can learn a lot of pump skills and berm skills there. I think Stenner's really good for that. Jubilee has the skills park at the top, which doesn't have anywhere near as many jumps as Stenner, of course, and they are quite big in a way. I think Stenner's really good for jumps. Obviously, Jubilee has a lot of jumps throughout the park. Down D-Fib, Hot Rod, High Life, so in that aspect definitely Jubilee is better, but yeah, I don't know, they're pretty equal. Yeah, actually I'll change mine. Jubilee's definitely better. What do we got here? That Shite Rider. Is it worth buying a riding jersey and pants? Yeah, I think so. I always wear riding jerseys no matter what. Long sleeve, especially for crazy downhill days. I don't want to be screwing up my arms. Pants wise, it definitely feels better and feels nicer to ride in riding pants. Same with a riding jersey, it's just so breezy and feels good. Yeah, would definitely recommend buying riding jersey and pants. They are a bit more expensive. I've been riding like on my non-big ride days. I'll wear one more rep pants, and they've just got zips. Pretty much any pants with zips that are kind of short, like down to just above the knee, like normal, like these. They're actually a bit longer, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know. If you really want to ride, buy like proper riding pants. They are very, very expensive, so I understand not buying those. But riding jerseys, most definitely, definitely buy some riding jerseys. Alex on the Norco, how much was your bike? So this one behind me here is my bike. I think it cost me probably about 10,000 after all the ads. So I added new dropper post, the bars, brakes. The brakes alone were like 700, I think, which came with rotors. What else we got on there? Oh no, the bottle cage, I guess, pretty sick. I got a pretty good deal on this bike because of the bike shop, but it still would have cost me probably around $9,000 or $10,000. So yeah, not a cheap bike by any means. You can get these a lot cheaper now. The Santa Cruz, they've come down a bit of price, but yeah, there you go, about 10 grand. So I'm not making that much money, dude. Okay. 10 grand, yeah. Rye 09 tips on the black jump line at TMBC. I'm guessing the skills park here at Jubilee Park. The black jump line, the black and double black are next to each other. If you can jump the blue line very comfortably, I think you could quite comfortably do the black line as well. It's mainly just those gap jumps into that corner that I reckon scares a lot of people. If they weren't there and it was just a roll in, then you'd have a lot of people getting hurt because they wouldn't attempt it, and maybe people who shouldn't be attempting it would attempt it and crash, if that makes sense. I don't know, man. Just ride it like a normal jump. If you can do the blue line pretty comfortably, I'd say you should be able to do the black line quite comfortably as well. Give it a crack. Make sure your mates are around. Make sure someone's filming it. And yeah, let me know where you go. Bryson, with heaps of emojis. What bike do you ride? What bike do you ride? This is a Santa Cruz Nomad 2024, and I've got a few different parts on there. It is the S kit, which is they come in 3 or 4 different kits. The cheapest kit, which would be the most budget, is the R kit, and I picked the S kit, which is next in line. So it has a few extra parts and stuff, bit better components and stuff like that. So there you go, Santa Cruz Nomad, and I absolutely love it. Fishing with Hunter. What's the funniest bike track you've been? I don't know, man. I've had a lot of laughs on the trails, I guess. Any ride with big nuts and regular fill in that, it's always pretty fun, I guess. Can't think of any trails that are like funny, but anyways. Rob14. How many bikes have you had? He's saying he's had 3. Mountain bikes. I've had the Norco, the Rocky Mountain, Common Cell. I guess the Rocky Mountain and the Common Cell were kind of the same because I used the parts from the Rocky Mountain onto the Common Cell frame. I had the Mondraker and this bike here, the Santa Cruz. So 5 total bikes. 2 of those bikes are kind of the same bike, they're just a different frame. So there you go, 5 bikes so far in 4 years. Quite a few bikes. And a lot of the other bikes you see on the channel, they're not mine. I'm just testing them or riding them from the bike shop. MTB Reese, how can I get more MTB followers? Man, I don't know, just keep posting. Post more content. See what the big content creators are doing. Maybe, do what they do. I try to keep my channel kind of different, I guess. I don't know, I just do my own thing. And I think just do your own thing, and hopefully you get lucky and you hit that, you know, the algorithm where people actually see your stuff, and then it just keeps going. Just keep doing it. Keep making videos, keep making content, you know, just keep doing it. The followers will come. The great. How to whip. Man, I don't really do too many whips. I do like little whips, I guess. I don't know, I just take off, move my rear end out, I guess, kick it a bit. You could try and throw some style in with your arms and stuff, but yeah, I'm not really big on me whips. So that is the questions from TikTok complete. That's a fair few questions, man. Righto, let's move to Instagram. This was on my channel, on Instagram, the Instagram channel. We'll start from the bottom, should be the oldest. What do we got? Lewis Nelson, MTB. Best crash from a kid of the year. Is this you, bro? Let me have a look. Yeah, this is you, bro. Definitely your crash, brother. Let's see, can we see that? Is that the one? Yeah, bro. I'm giving it to you, bro. And you cleared. I think you cleared it before it, right? Yeah, dude. Yep, definitely you. All yours, man. That crash was hectic, and I'm pretty sure you broke your arm, right, bro? Yeah, bro. You win that one. Lewis Nelson, MTB. Go follow that kid. What a sender. Harrison Lawn. What's your favourite trail in each of these places? Gap Creek, Ironbark, and Tewantin. Let's start with Gap Creek. Gap Creek Pipeline. Easily one of the best. Got the best jumps, best flow trail. Wooden wall ride things, pretty awkward and sketchy, but pretty cool. Certainly a lot of chunky bits in there too. So yeah, 100% Pipeline at Gap Creek, easily the best. The other one, Ironbark, probably Combi. I really like Combi. It's just a fun, long trail. It's like 3Ks almost, all downhill. Getting to it sucks because of that big fire road climb. But yeah, Combi. Tewantin. I can't think of the trails I rode there. I just can't think of what they are. Maybe Turn 10 was pretty cool. But there's one of them trails in the middle there with all them jumps. I can't remember. It's Trailblazer? Maybe it's Trailblazer. I hope it is. I'm going back to Tewantin very soon. Within the next month, I will be there. And I will post up, see if you guys can come out. So yeah, I think maybe Trailblazer. I hope. Let's hope so. Tom Front Don. What do we got there? What was the moment that got you hooked on mountain biking? Great question. I always kind of wanted to ride mountain bikes, or downhill, I guess. I didn't really understand mountain bikes. I just said I wanted to ride a downhill bike. I wanted to ride downhill, which is what I thought mountain biking was. And pretty much that first time I got the Norco bike, the kind of crappy one I got from Marketplace, cost me $1,000. It was good though. I went to my local at Mount Peel and I did the 6K loop, and I was struggling to do that. I was so wrecked, but as soon as I got on the trails and started riding, I was like, man, this is awesome. Like, and then that just got me like interested in what all the other trails might be like, because every single trail is different. Everywhere you go is different. There's no single trail that's going to be the same, and that got me real interested because I come from skate parks. All skate parks are kind of the same. So yeah, I think that very first ride got me into it and got me hooked ever since. Bicycle Curious, the man, the myth, the legend. Hope you come back to riding again with me soon, dude. When are you getting back into XC? I don't think I will be. Every now and then, man, I get like this urge to just do like 50Ks. Like I did it on Sunday. I did 45Ks on Sunday. And every now and then I'm just like, man, I just want to pump out Ks and try to do 100 this week, like I used to do. But yeah, probably won't be getting back into XC. I'm kind of over that. I do like riding a lot though, so I still do quite a bit of XC style rides. Hazard Brown 11, what was your first bike? Again, it was a Norco FS. Michael likes drifting shit, my man. Any bikes you would like to ride? I really want to get the SL version of this in the e-bike to give it a crack, see what the weight's like. I know it's something like 19 kilos. That would be awesome. And I know the battery's not too like powerful, so I'd like to ride one of them. And I'd also like to ride a what are they called? Oh, sorry, 5010, Santa Cruz 5010. I really want to buy one of those. I probably won't, just because this bike does everything that bike could do, but that bike might be more fun. I don't know. I mainly just want to buy another bike with a different color, and yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. What would this be? Reese noobs, re-noobs. Tips on how to throw the bike around a bit more. I don't know. Maybe get in the gym, pump some arms, get some more power in your arms. But yeah, really just movement. I don't know, man. It's all just practice, just time on the bike. Just, moving around. Time on the bike is all I say to pretty much everyone that wants to get better on a bike. And movement and throwing that bike around, definitely time. If you've got a bigger bike than you should have for you, it will be harder. 27.5 tires, probably the go, make it easier. But yeah, just time on the bike, man. Burn, IEEO, with a full stop in the middle. When are you coming down south to New South Wales again? Yeah, great question. I really want to go visit Barrington Bike Park. That might be a bit on the list, or Oranbar would be great. Obviously going right down the bottom there to like Ormeo and what the other ones are called, I can't remember the names. I have no plans, man, to go down. I want to go down to Duck Creek soon. Might be doing that. Kind of want to do a trip down there with the boys and do like a 3-day trip, but it's just really difficult to lock those sort of things in. I kind of just have to go on my own, really. And that might happen. I might have to do that. I really want to get back to Duck Creek. Duck Creek's awesome. Or maybe Yukon, but Yukon's pretty good. But yeah, not sure, man. Sorry. Buck's Backyard, back at it again. Should go follow him. Is Regular Phil single? As far as I'm aware, yes, he is. So if you want to hit up Regular Phil, follow him on Instagram and send him a message, and then let me know that you sent him a message so I can let him know to go check it. He's pretty useless on these things. So there you go, Regular Phil. He probably won't watch this video, or maybe he will. Tips for keeping speed through berms. I don't know, am I fast through berms? Sometimes. I just drop that outside foot down so your feet are kind of like that going into corners, and then just kind of lean and hook her in. I don't know, man. Always brake before the berm, don't brake within the berm, so then you get around it a lot quicker. That's kind of like my only tips, really. Brake before the berm, put that outside foot down, and just try and rail it. What do we got here? Mason Shayla. What's your favourite trail at Jubilee Park? Maybe High Life? I think High Life would still be the fave. It has the best jumps, the best flow. It is really fun, and yeah, I'd have to say High Life. So, Blue Trail, High Life takes it. Nicholas Brand 0. Would you ever do a big group ride with subscribers? Yes. Depends how many people want to come out. So I did the charity ride not too long ago, and we did get a fair-sized crew. I think there's about 30 of us. Most of my crew and the boys' close crew. So not too many people came out. But, I don't know. Let me know in the comments of this video if you would come, depending on where it is. It is kind of difficult to do group rides just because a lot of people who watch the channel are in different areas, so I can't really, cater for everyone. Maybe if I did a Toowoomba one, I might get a solid showing. I don't know, we'll have to try it. Mo Durack. What order should I do the drops for progression on Mini Mega at Boomers? So definitely do the pallet drop at the bottom called Drop or Not. 100% do that one first. And then I think you need to, if we're only talking about Mini Mega, maybe come back up a little bit and try and do Robos, because there's not really an in-between with those two. Maybe the one after Drop or Not, which is around a berm, literally you do Drop or Not, you just don't brake around those corners, and then you fly off the next one. Maybe those two in a row, do them in a row, and then come back up, do Robos, and then probably come back up and then do Orchies last. Orchies is just a very hard landing. The toilet bowl drop is also quite a hard landing, and you kind of like leaned in like this. It's not that bad though. Yeah, I'd say, for my opinion, it would be Drop or Not, and then the next drop, I can't remember what it's called, maybe that's called Drop or Not, I don't know. pellet drop or not, one of those two, and then come do robos, and then orchies, and then toilet bowl. Maybe do them in that order. Maybe. I don't know. That would be my suggestion. So there you go. That is all the questions from this Q&A. Awesome. Thank you so much for entering your questions. Hopefully you got the shout out you wanted from this video. I might do another one of these in a couple of years time. But yeah, thanks for joining me on all of these sends, and thanks for joining this channel for this amount of time. We're pushing 7k subs. Should get there soon, which is nuts, because yeah, that's awesome. Anyways, I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep writing like I normally would, making videos how I want to make them, and if you have any suggestions for videos, let me know in the comments, and I will possibly look into them and make them happen. Now, as always, leave a comment below. I comment or heart every single comment, no matter what, because it pretty much removes the notification from my phone, so then I don't see it anymore. So yeah, I always respond to comments, stuff like that. And anyways, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Legends. Whoa.